always have problems with him. You play one good game, play 8 bad games. If you can show this on a consistent level, I mean, there would never be anyone who would speak a bad word against him.
I was beginning to say it. Was composed against DR Congo.
Yeah.
Was calculative against Cameroon. And next game, who knows, it can get better. Leaving the midfield to the defense line, Oyinwuchi, that's another place Coach Sunday said needs to work. They need to find a permanent defense line that can, forge ahead for the Super Eagles.
You can't blame him much. Visa stop Godfrey Babona. Kenneth Omero could not, has a hamstring. And in the first game, he used the combination of Troost and Leon Balogun. I think what happened was lack of understanding between Leon and Troost, who was a libero, who played as a stopper. The first goal, Troost was supposed to pick out the man who scored against us. For Congo DR. He was ball watching.
Mbokani.
Yes, so I think that was why he adopted the partnership of Ambrose and Leon Balogun, and it worked well. Ambrose, like we said, normally plays in the centre back for Celtic, but in the Eagles, he has been playing a right back position. So I think, apart from that, slip when there was no communication between him and Kali Keme, I think he did very well. Like Tunde said, very, very good on the air. His coach at Celtic said, normally he usually loses concentration at, in
the Europa League. I saw him
twice
lay a fantastic back pass to an opposing striker.
Look at the point we're trying to make.
Allowing Mbokani,
to carry the ball and make that pass. And look at this one from Sheikh Abdullahi, losing the ball very, very close to the vital area.
And at this stage,
was just ball watching.
Any defense now will be vulnerable there when the ball is thrown in that way. But it was good. I said it and I'll say it again. I'd rather lose to DR Congo and beat Cameroon. Keep bragging rights.
No, but the truth about it is that we should look at this objectively. You lose 2-0 to a DR Congo, and you come back to beat a Cameroon 3-0. That shows that a team that is evolving, a team that has learnt its lessons, and a team that is willing to understand where it's not good enough and improve upon it. And that, for me, those are the positives. We saw a much more, a better, I mean, almost 10 notches better against Cameroon. I was really impressed with the way they went about about taking the Cameroonians apart. We've said it so many times on this program. Football, breaking it down to the most basic level, can be very easy. It's just a case of how do you manage to prevent your opponent from scoring, and how do you manage to breach their defense. You go around it, you go through it, or you go above it. And we saw a variation of those styles in the 3 goals that we scored. So I'm just hoping that they will continue in this stead. Take nothing away from the fact that it was a friendly match. In a more competitive match, it might be more difficult, but I'm hoping that they learned plenty against it. Plenty in this match. But also remember that Egypt, who are also in Group G in our 2017 qualifying series, also defeated a very strong Zambia team by 3-0. I watched that game. I hope that the NFA had scouts in Abu Dhabi watching that game, because it was textbook football from the Egyptians. Two fullbacks, both left and right, created the goal for the striker to score. I'm hoping they watch that, because they will learn valuable lessons when we meet them next year.
So it's just go to Twitter and then take some messages. Michael Obo says, please believe in our team. We haven't had a very good team for ages now, so let's give Sunday Olise a chance. And I think that's
we don't have an option, Austin. We are still ruined, not going to the last Nations Cup. A lot of people in our business, we lost money, and emotionally Nigerians were down. So we can't afford not to, go to another Nations Cup. And I think it will be a tragedy. So we need to support Sunday Olise. We need to believe in what he's doing. And he has shown that against the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. Look at the way they started the game. They went, straight for the jugular. You could see that they were determined to get the result. They started pressing. The intensity was high. The midfield for a very long time.
They took charge. We have frustrated Stefan.
And Sylvester Igbono, was impressive in that game. So I think he must have noticed the lapses, like we are saying here. The centre back position, sometimes Echejile too, for pace, he had issues. Those are the places he needs to work on. But then people are still talking about Emmanuel Emenike. He had a couple of chances against Tanzania. You know, you asked me. I said he didn't get quality supply, but yesterday he got supplies. It's so unbelievable that his form is so
today, if you Coach Sunday only said next game you won't keep Odion Igalo on the bench for Emenike?
Absolutely not. I mean, that was the decision that, you know, left a lot of people scratching their heads when he dropped him for the last game. The man is a man in form, and I think he's proven that in a league as intense as the English Premier League. So, you know, we always talk about how you call players into camp, not on the basis of their reputation, but on their form. And on current form, Odion, it's very hard to find any player
at the moment
who is scoring as well as Odion Igalo is, apart from the top scorer in the Nigerian Premier League. You know, so I'm just hoping that
I think the reason, maybe I might be wrong. The reason why Olise could be inviting Emenike is because of the physicality of the game. You know, he has that presence. But you see, when you have presence and you are not scoring goals as a striker, then it negates the motive.
Very true.
You know, so if Aaron Samuel, who also is almost of the build, physique,
but who has a better goal ratio of recent,
then why not? Because he doesn't really have the luxury of time. Yes, he played 2 games against Congo and Cameroon. The next game will be next month. Either Swaziland, because they took a first leg league 6-0 against Djibouti. So you don't have enough time. You need to get the players who will give you the results.
I don't think anyone can blame Sunday Olise if he drops Emenike, because I believe we have persisted with him. Keshi persisted with him. Olise is persisting with him, but the goals haven't come. And at the end of the day, goals are the name of the game. After 2 years,
if you don't
no one can blame the coach if he drops him.
So that's it. The guys are already coaches. I told you, Nigerian football fans. They're not just football fans, they're also coaches, and they're all right. The Super Eagles of Nigeria defeated Cameroon in their international friendly game by 3-0, and it's giving us reasons to talk sports tonight. Keep them coming. We're getting your tweets on Twitter for channels_sports. Let's go on this break. It's not just football that is getting us talking in Nigeria. The Tigress, Nigeria's national women's basketball team, they're getting ready for the Olympic qualifying tournament. They didn't win in Yaoundé, Cameroon, but they got bronze and qualified for the OQT. Can they pick a ticket to the 2016 Rio Olympics? Tijani Umar, the president of the Nigeria Basketball Federation, says yes, they can. Let's sit on and we'll come back. We'll talk some more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.